This is the famous towel iguana that we have found in our bed, so we're going to have to go get the steward to take it out. Here's our view. I guess maybe I showed that.
Well, it changes.
That's right. This is Santa Cruz Island. And see, that's where we were swimming a minute ago from snorkeling. And we went for a nice hike and saw land iguanas. We're off to the engine room.
The position of the impeller, no? In the propeller. We can put the position of the propeller. Sí, pero tengo que venir con ellos primero y ir abajo. Ya vengo.
Well, that was really interesting.
Yeah.
Went to the bridge.
They must use it as ballast too, because there was.
Officer?
Okay.
To the left over here.
Yes. Wait, this.
Navigation for the child. Go forward. The main engine is running from one sense, and when you want to go backward, just backwards, you stop the engine and start again in the other with some special device in order to request immediate resistance. So we have
Ya, ok, entonces me confirman el mecánico a la tarde, si no para...
Well, we have come on shore to the town of Puerto Ayala, Santa Cruz Island. Kind of a neat shot of cactus and boats and
the party. It's a dog and the iguana.
Oh, gee, get that, Patrick. Here's a marine iguana and a dog.
Okay.
That's funny.
They're both about each other, aren't they? No.
They're friends.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they are.
I don't know how it gets up that night.
He just walked up her. Oh. I didn't. Yes. Yeah.
I look, you're sticking in one and sitting up on the dock. See, there's the yellow tree flower tree.
Curbs and gutters along there.
Cabs.
This is called the Highlands of this island, Santa Cruz.
Back end of the turtle. Tortuga. Yeah. Darwin tells whales that they can go 4 miles a day.
Not 4 miles an hour.
After 40 years, you cannot tell the age. 35 to 40 years. Now, reaching maturity for them is related to growth, not to age. So, in captivity, for example, they reach maturity when they're 20 years old. In the wild, when they're 25 to 30. It takes them a little longer.
What?
Yeah. Real peppers. Real peppers. Not just like.
Galapagos peppers. Endemic to this area. You want me to take your picture in front of some Galapagos?
I didn't bring any money, right? So we could tip the lady that's hunting for them. But I didn't bring any money.
No.
Tree finch. Oh, man.
You know sweet tomato? Mm-hmm. It's from the same family. Little tiny seeds, sluggish fruit. It's a feature for the...
To be there.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think there's another word for it.
I don't know.
Just sitting there.
Put that in, I would guess.
Whichever end.
I wouldn't swear to it.
Patrick, after you've taken the picture, can you stand by where Mike is, and I'll get a picture of you.
Okay.
Do they allow that?
Yeah, that's why. I know. That's why. Wait a minute. I know.
Dora, what is that bird?
A freedom bird.
It is?
Frigate.
She said a
Cleaning
magnificent...
her feathers.
Cleaning? That's just like you said.
Oh my!
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Can you get a picture?
Wow. Yeah. Not gonna be much.
This is, oh,
Oh.
cleaning himself.
My goodness. It didn't look that big out in the ocean.
It's good for arthritis and rheumatism. In Peru, they make everything: soap, shampoo, pills, everything out of cat's claw. I mean,
We saw it.
in Peru, you find everything out of cat's claw.
Do they have cinchona here?
Yes.
In the island?
Uh-huh.
I know it's on mainland.
Yeah.
but-
When I come here, it's like Gilligan's Island.
Going into a lava tube. Endemic to the area, of course.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I needed to stop for you.
Like, see, look at the bubble.
Uh-huh.
This is lava, it's flowing, and there's a gas.
There's the other end. What's the thing? Here we're at the other end.
Would you like a Coke or a water or a Fanta?
Oh, thank you.
They don't cost.
Oh, really? Birds follow the cows around. Hey.
I've been in several times.
What's this called? Ricker?
Sleeping lion.
Oh,
Sleeping.
sleeping.
Oh,
Me neither. He doesn't know.
yeah.
Oh, it's asleep.
Right. And I'm not.
Yeah, maybe it's a sea lion. And that's its tail.
I'm not good for constellation. The Big Dipper is.
Well, they were in a little watching. Where my family's flying. I'm just going to. It's not a wetland. And if it's sandy, you just take my sandals off. Come on by there, hold my sandals.
San Cristobal Island, getting set to board the plane. This is the town of San Cristobal. Where I think it's the largest airport.
But not the largest town.
But no, not the largest town. Dinghy going back with more passengers. The airport.
Not afraid at all.
Lots of babies here, new babies. Look at me. Look at me. Oh, this guy's seriously young. And over here by himself. Oh. Just looking at all the people. Yeah. The baby's there. These guys are coming down. Time for a swim. baby has trouble with who mom is. That's not mom.
We wanted to pack light, but what we put in. But I did that also in England. I didn't bring enough long time. So next time, no matter what. Yeah, you want packing too. There's the boat. Oh. There she is out there. Yeah, we're not very back. Oh. I want to go back home. I know.
Here it is 6 in the morning. We're heading out for the airport. I want to get a shot of the city here. It's really quite pretty. This is looking off towards the coast here. I wonder if I can get those 2 Indian statues.
Palm trees kind of in the way.
Yeah.
Like a question for you about like church-related stuff or something.
Oh.
Something more business.
It was a business call.
There's that boy.
This is Aunt Bethany. Ow. Hey. What's that? Yeah, what is that?
He's a sleepy boy. It's about 10:30 Christmas Eve.
When did you grab it? Almost here. Justice, are you with your Aunt Colleen? Yeah.
So she has a cool sweater on too.
Cool sweater.
Yeah, how do you do it?
Here's your coat, Patrick.
That's enough.
You know, yesterday.
Oh, you can't have too much.
See, I have to kiss Justice goodbye.
5 years ago, that was enough for me.
Bye, Justin.
That was a good kiss back. Yeah. Bye, buddy. Bye, buddy.
You give your kid Bentley.
Oh, yeah. We need a chewable book.
Awesome.
Chewable.
Try me.
It does everything.
Hey. Taste
it
and
all.
smell and
He
scratch
likes
and
it.
sniff. He likes it.
You like that? That's fun, huh?
Oh, my goodness. No.
He knows about reading
That's
books.
so cute.
He knows about chewing books, too.
Take it out.
Has a picture of Betty's big cheeks.
My candy. Your candy.
Oh, it's hidden in the background.
Hurry up, he says. Hurry up. This is too short, too long. Oh, it even has instructions.
Oh, good, because I was kind of confused. She really stuffed that bag.
To me, from Mom and Dad.
And there's another
There
plate.
you go, Molly.
All right, go over there and
That's pretty
see. I just knew this was from me.
I like the wrapping.
Yeah, it's not at least
What is that?
very soft.
Who's it from?
Mom and Dad. Okay, it's 2 books. Sugar Busters and Simplify Your Life.
Which you already have a copy of.
And Ellie Hansen. That's the same brand as my rain jackets.
Yeah.
My rain.
Oh man. Can I borrow your new silk underwear?
Oh, so soft.
Fur band.
I don't have anything warm. If I'll mail back to you.
Whoa, that's a neat gift. It's so soft.
Yeah, think about
Take
that
it to
one.
the Bay Area with me.
Because I live there.
They're so
Need it.
precious.
You need it.
Okay, here we go.
Well, I want
To
to
Addie.
wear them.
To add a.
Here, I'll take him.
So as long as you can wear them, Bethany.
From Grandma and Grandpa.
So you guys had chili relleno this morning that was really hot, Bethany?
Yeah.
It was Bernie.
Was it from not a can? Like a real chili? Yeah. They kept teasing me, telling me I was
A
growing
wimpy
up.
white American.
Wimpy. And then they had a bite of it and they're like, it is hot. Never mind.
Yeah, we take that back.
Sometimes the peppers in those chilies are so hot. The seeds, I mean.
Oh.
Were you at work this morning?
You should have even eaten
No,
it.
I
Was it
went
cold?
to
Oh, probably hot.
drop
It's probably
off
hot.
some
I'll eat it
presents
then.
to some of the people in the kitchen in Chalmers. So they made us breakfast.
And they were working?
No, just to their house they made us.
Hi, Jen.
Hi, Justin.
Anybody else
How
like
are
bites
you?
of this?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, gosh. So it's really 15 degrees below zero in Chicago right now?
No.
It isn't?
Bird.
No, I'm willing it not.
I
Was
mean,
that what
I
you guys
decided
heard?
to cancel the trip.
Oh, poor Bethany.
That's what I said.
Well,
last
in the
time you
middle
went-
of the night, maybe 15 below. I mean, when I was in Michigan, like my whole lifetime there, I don't know if I ever experienced 15 below. In the middle of the night, it might have happened once.
And Justice is the cutest baby.
who's it?
Denise Harvey.
So her husband's going to work.
I
didn't
might
even
react.
react.
I was in
You
the
know what,
Wells
kicking?
Fargo parking lot
Mm-hmm.
and I went around the other side
Reaction.
and I.
Nothing. Whatever. Bite his back. He likes his back to be
Yeah,
bit.
he likes you to nibble on his back. That's good. That's pretty good.
There you go. It's tickling
She's
now.
getting you, huh? She is. Hey, Justice. Do you want something out of this bottle?
You tried a little beer last night from your grandpa, Ben.
Careful, careful. He loves bottles.
I'll tip it all the way up, Bethany.
That's my son.
The bottle.
It's empty.
I think we're going to have to turn Justice's parents over to the authorities.
For sparkling cider drinking.
That's a good sign because he just doesn't like grabbing a beer bottle.
It's any bottle.
He's got
not.
class, right?
You want to do that again?
Yes. He can't even hold it. It's way too big. He's like, right. He knows the camera's on.
You know
Yeah.
Looking right at
He's
it.
on his best behavior.
You should not.
We want to show you what some birds are doing here on this cold April 19th day. I came out this morning to find a nest in Dad's antler. Dad's rack. It's been raining. It's supposed to snow to 3,000 feet tonight. We kept seeing this. Couldn't quite figure out what that was. It's because they're putting the nest up. Usually we get them to put a nest right there.
Yeah, I hope we're not eating rotten apples.
Okay.
Well, Justice, I think today is June the 1st, and your parents are off camping. They thought they were going to Hawaii, but they had a change in plans. They're off camping. And you and I, we're going to go see your great-grandmother, Ruth, and then do a little shopping and come back. And we'll do a little showing off of the little guy. He's eating most of the banana, some rice. Yeah. Quite a bit on the floor here. That's the way it goes. Uh-huh.
Oh, I really wanted the shovel one.
Also sign me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Happy graduation.
thank you.
Oh,
Graduation.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, because I was using it at church and you could really have more control over the shovel.
with the handle on.
Yeah. And you could get littler scoops so you can actually do some.
Yeah. I like the longer handled one for myself.
Well, yeah. I like the short.
Yeah.
This is all Linda's retirement presents, the 2 chairs and her own shovel that fits her.
A chair to sit on and a shovel
These
to
are
work with.
comfy.
It's pretty good.
This is neat. Now we have a whole set of everything, you know?
So now when you guys are like 85, you're going to come out. Hey, honey, we're going to go
Sit on the porch. Well, we already were doing that. We're only 50.
Yeah, but you won't do it with the same voice.
And there's a
Oh,
rose
no.
that she got for retirement.
Justice? Hi. Can you wait?
Hi.
That darn plant.
Hi.
This is cool, Patrick. Did you get this at B&C also? Or, I mean, Silas?
Hi.
Well, Papa went and got it. He knew what he was looking for.
Well, I made a special request for this for my birthday. No, for Christmas. And Pat Bennett at church thought that it was a rather odd thing to ask for. But for retirement, see, it's way appropriate.
More work.
Hey!
Well,
Well, I took a leave of absence, so I could go back if I wanted. Teachers have the right to do that. Where most jobs you can't. If you quit, you quit.
You can go back, but you're not hired into the same job and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'd have a different grade, probably 6th grade.
He's trying to get to you.
Hi, Jesse. Here, Becky.
Well, what was the vote in your guys' car?
We didn't really know.
We didn't. We just discussed it.
We didn't think you would, I don't think.
You want to
Because you're starting a business.
Justice?
Right, Patrick's going to start back up the business. It's
Right.
going to keep me busy.
And you're going to get that
Right.
Oh, I like. Did you hear what she said?
nonprofit
That
organization.
I'm going to start back up the business that's going to keep her busy.
Right.
I thought you were studying a non-profit
I am.
organization
That's why Patrick is going to have to do the business.
to run your
Hey, Justice, you should be less violent with your grandma.
He was so mad when I mentioned water this morning.
He really was
says,
screaming.
he says, water, whatever, Grandma. Milk is the only thing for me. And I want the mamas variety.
Yeah.
No soy milk.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Justice, are you going to stay home with Addie this afternoon? Are you going to be staying home with Addie this afternoon?
You can still come with us if you want.
Can you say hi, Grandpa? Hi, Grandpa. That's so funny. That is funny.
You think that was New Jersey?
Hey.
Remember how I was going to tell you?
I was just probing.
Ooh. Mama. This is cool, and they match our set. He wanted to stay there and play with the silverware. He did.
Here's Justice using his great-grandfather Bill's spoon and fork.
No, you do that. There you go. Okay. Want to go for it? There we go. Perfect bite.
You're pretty smart there, Justin. Look at that.
Not pretty smart. Very smart.
Here. I'll give you some more. Want some more? Okay. Here you go. I don't know which hand. I put it in the middle.
Yeah.
So he commits, not me. Good job, Justice.
Clean that one off.
You even got it all the way off. You want some more? All right. I can do it. I'm such a smart boy. Yeah.
Silas, would it be okay if we took Justice to Ireland with us this afternoon?
Just because you'd like him to come over.
Yeah. What do you think, Justy? Would you like to come to Ireland with us this afternoon? We're leaving about 1 o'clock from here.
Did you know that I've called Justice Addie a couple times? I remember my last baby.
Well, that's A-okay, right, Justy? Yeah.
Here, Just. Can you take it? Oh, well, you can't. He has both hands full. It's a little hard to take it when you have both hands full, right? Yeah. I think he knows about cameras.
Yeah. See, I was born with a camera on me.
Here. Almost. Here you go.
That the dumb doctor wouldn't let Grandpa in. He could have filmed.
Yeah.
Being originally, the River Liffey ran almost parallel to the walls of the college to my right-hand side. A result of which was the outwash plain, if you will, results in this ground being rather marshy and rather boggy. So over time, those original buildings subsided into the ground under their own weight, became dangerous and unusable, and eventually had to be removed. So their replacement buildings, the present buildings of the college and the buildings we'll see today, all date from...
Here we are on our Dublin tour, our Ireland tour. We're at Trinity College.
So as you enter college this morning, you take via front arch. Your archway directly in front of me at the moment. And then
These are Oregon maples. Imported from Oregon, said to be the biggest Oregon maples in the world. This is the dorms, the Rubric building, said to be the oldest buildings in Ireland that have been continually lived in. They were finished in about 1702. Okay, it's still at Trinity College outside the Berkeley Library. This is supposed to be a sphere and a sphere. Or whatever you want it to be, he says. And that's the Samuel Beckett Square. Two right here. Captain Street in Dublin.
Giggle or she'll mess up. You're famous. You'll have to take her take her back.
Here we are in St. Stephen's Green, watching what looks like a kind of a magpie, great big bird. In a very nice park.
Really, very nice.
Oh, he got something. Here we are at lunch. Eating our lunch. And a tasty one it was.
Introduced an awful lot of light into the corridor, as you can see out in the annex. The original skylight is still in place, so it's very bright indeed. Now, as this is only artificially lighted, it's quite dull. The skylight space was filled in because a third floor was added to Dublin Castle. This is because beyond this building there is a church.
This is where the president is inaugurated at Dublin Castle. The dining hall.
Oh, she says
this is O'Connell Bridge and the Liffey.
Okay.
I was thinking when you email Annie, then you ought to say, is there something here, you want specific? I know she wants a sweater, but
Mr. O'Connell.
just in case.
It's a famous boulevard in
She didn't want to think
Dublin.
Irish permanent. There it is again.
Yeah.
It's all over.
In case there's something.
There's a post office where the revolution of 1916 started.
I was thinking that
You
email
see bullet
across when
holes
you get
in there.
your Shannon. Probably like it.
Enamel cross.
Yeah.
Where is that?
It's in the
Church is in the middle of the road.
Yeah, like in Sonora.
Probably been here while we were on the road.
Little bouncy.
Somewhere in here, we don't have to kind of get alerted to the fact that we have to get off, but I'm not sure. Where.
Do we change buses?
No.
Okay. Well, we're at the National Botanical Gardens in Dublin, an area called Glasnevin. Almost nobody here. And this is the place once considered better than the Kew Gardens in London. Very pretty. Other than to say big. Pretty poppies.
A lot of this stuff is just getting going.
Pat, why don't you, Linda, go ahead about 20 further feet and turn
I
around.
think that's over in the cemetery.
This is our vacation. A movie camera.
Oh, and pretty irises all the way along here. They're filled with trees. This thing was started in 1795, so these trees have had lots of time to get big and pretty.
Look at. It's like a little berry looking under it. Does Anne still like it?
Wisteria.
Princess Bride.
Yeah, yeah. Look, those are about to burst out.
What is this guy?
It's a ginkgo biloba bush, which is most unusual.
Oh, that's great. Have you
What are they saying?
Never heard of it. It looks like it's called a handkerchief tree or a dove tree.
A Davidia?
Yes, because of the little handkerchiefs.
Named after
flowers.
a French missionary.
Kleenex tree.
Kleenex.
Kleenex tree.
Oh, darn. Well, she said to be sure and see this one. And look on the ground. Somebody's thrown all these Kleenex on the ground. There's a ginkgo again. A bush. Not in bush form, not tree form. It's most unusual. Greenhouse is full of flowers.
It's a lovely still, isn't it? Yes.
Pat? Pat?
Turkey, huh? That lasts a while. It's a key review, is it?
Here we are at Glenavon Cemetery, next to the Botanical Gardens. It's very historic. Here are lists of people, it says at the bottom, who died of hunger strikes, fighting for freedom during the 20th century. Bobby Sands is at the top right-hand side. He's perhaps the most famous person we know. James Larkins, that's him?
Yeah.
The labor leader. That's the one Pat asked, why is he famous? And I said, well, because he was born, he died the year before I was born. Which probably isn't so.
Well, he's got a statue on O'Connell that tells who he was.
This is the Kilmainham Jail in Dublin. Built in the 1760s. Where a lot of Irish patriots died. Here's a couple of potential prisoners.
Gosh. Oh, this one's on a wedge.
It's on a side.
They did it for aesthetics, Pat.
I'm sure it's the prisoners.
I remember that movie, Patrick. That was a really
Well, it's a good movie, wasn't it? Really, this thing was built like in the 1860s, 1840s, something like that.
Over a million people having to emigrate, and after 1851, of course, you had millions more people emigrating out of Ireland, chiefly to America. Of course, during those times, because conditions were so bad on the outside, you had people being forced into stealing things, and it was stealing bags of potatoes or fruits from an orchard or so on. And they often get maybe 9 months or 1 year's imprisonment and years for these so-called crimes. It became very, very overcrowded in the jail during the famine. Just, for example, like there's 200 cells here today. Back in the 1840s, now there was even less than that. Yet during the year 1840, children here with them. But also a lot of children were held here in their own right. The youngest now that we know of was in 1839, and she was on here. She was an 8-year-old girl sentenced to 5 months hard labour here in the jail for stealing a lady's cloak in Dublin. And again, they were allowed to run about out here for only about 1.5 to 2 hours each day. Executed here in November, in fact on the 17th of November 1922. And these men here now were all on what was known at the time as the anti-treaty side, or the irregular side. Basically, they were on the anti-government side. They opposed the Anglo-Irish Treaty of December 1921. And again, now these men were executed not by the British Army, but by the new Irish Army. It was often called at the time the Free State or the National Army. And again, now they put sandbags behind them, they tied them on the posts here, and they would have executed them there, of course, by firing squad against the wall. And again, now incidentally, these 4 men here were actually all from the local area here in Dublin, in Shakur and Cromanum, here in the city.
Here we are in Powers Court, one of the great gardens of the world, just south of Dublin and next to Enniskerry. We've rented our car. We're learning how to drive on the left side of the road again. Starting to sprinkle.
What a lot of work.
We climbed a little. We're calling this a folly, but we're not sure exactly what it is.
No climbing.
A mini castle. We're up amongst the trees here. to where we just were. Good shot.
It really looks like it was something, you know? Not just a...
I don't think these guns are pretend.
Well, I know, but this gun goes right to this wall. Pretend. This gun is...
Yeah. We were impressed by that purple tree.
It really does remind me of
Yeah, we're thinking this is like, reminds us of beach art gardens. Soft baby tears. Oh.
She could get you guys in either arch?
Yeah.
Arch. Oh, there's where Pat went. Dave Catcher. Right here?
Got a picture of Dan here taking a picture of us. Not through that.
Where are you?
Come up here. Come the rest of the troops.
It always dies in our view. Wow, we. Mansion was at the bottom and the garden was down to it. This goes up from there.
Schoenbrunn?
Yeah, in Schoenbrunn.
I'll have a short picture of these poppies here. They like it here. On the other side. Guys running or what? These are the ruins of the Glendalough Monastery south of Dublin. The round tower over there. Considered the best and biggest in Ireland.
Yeah, the oldest stone throwers in Glendalough. They go back to about the 9th century, 8th, 9th century. This one here, I can never make anything out. I don't know if anybody has. This one, however, you can say.
You guys too?
Sure.
Okay. tower where they stored stuff, and I always disappeared. Yes. Cute little church. Here we are at the Mount Usher Gardens, just right near and north of Wicklow along the east coast. Of course, south of Dublin. Heading toward Trim later in the day. Very cute. They all sit here. It's been raining on and off last day or so, so it's very wet in here. It smells great.
Tree right there. Mixed in with the vine going up it. Oh, I think we got a bloom.
Ooh. I don't remember seeing the blossom of a tulip tree.
And look at the church bloom. They're pretty. All the same color.
We used to have one at our other house that would always bloom, and it had a gorgeous bloom.
Wasn't it purple?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Beautiful eucalyptus and some kind of a red-berried tree.
There's Patrick walking in the
Walking at
garden.
Mount Usher.
Walking through primroses?
Yeah.
So pretty.
All these purple and red trees behind the eucalyptus. Ooh, what's all the white flowers?
Isn't it dogwood?
Dogwood.
Or Viburnum plicata, maybe?
Leaves, they're so pretty.
There's two ways to do a garden.
Theodore cedar, there they are again.
Above it, or away from it.
Man.
Or far from it. What's this drippy thing here, I wonder? Drippy.
Yeah, you know.
Not a pine tree. What is this tree? Oh, I don't know. That's neat.
It's a 1981.
We went up there. We walked down here.
We haven't been across that bridge yet. Cross that bridge when we come to it. This thing is about the prettiest thing we've seen. Colors are magnificent. Those are weirs, that's right.
You know, most gardens I think don't have roots. Doesn't take private.
Hiding in the trees. Just a private house inside the garden or next to it. Oh gosh, look at this. Now we are in Trim, and we are at the Trim Castle. One of the bigger castles, maybe the biggest, we're not quite sure, in Ireland. And then way over there is the St. John's Castle on the other side of the Boyne River. Linda disappeared over there somewhere. There's the Boyne down there, B-O-Y-N-E. And there's Pat and Dan. And here's the castle. This is called the Great Hall. I assume it's where they ate. It's emptied out here. They threw their old bones down there. Leftover grub.
Yeah.
I think it was built in 1139. It must be the outer wall of the castle. Looks like if you had your bow and arrow or pot of oil or whatever, we're looking down at the enemy. Quite a distance. It looks like, I don't know, 50 feet down maybe? This is the wall.
At the Tara.
Yeah, you probably want food, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't you want somebody to say hello? Huh? No? Yeah, I don't have
Yeah, see?
You're just a big beggar, aren't you? Yeah, you are. You are. Are you going to give me a nip? No food gets a nip,
Those
huh?
ears. You're in
I
trouble.
don't know.
Chiseled them. The name of the mound of hostages derives from the custom of over kings like those at Tara
Mound of
retaining important
hostages.
personages from specific kingdoms to ensure their submission.
Looks like we can go that way. Maybe.
One of the legendary
This is the Hill of Tara, ancient religious and royal site. Dublin's over this away. I bet you Killarney's over that away. It's like a golf course from here. This is where St. Patrick was. Ancient Celtic kings of several thousand years ago, and the Druids from 2000 BC and older would come here to perform religious ceremonies, and Celtic kings would get together here once every 3 years to make laws and talk amongst themselves. This is the Hill of Hostages, tomb of hostages, where the kings would take hostages to show their power.
The ones that are in Georgia, Florida, there's some that look like that.
Now we're coming to some rings.
I mean, if you wanted
IRA member who died, well, died in 1798, one of the great Irish rebellions. Not an IRA member, but commemorated by them. And this is one of the rings where the chieftains would have buildings constructed. It's probably, the kings, I should say, have their buildings built, showing off their power. Here comes a bus group. These circles we were looking at, they've been used for over 5,000 years, and they used to have 30-foot fences around them. All gone now, of course. They're almost like cities. Lots of people in them. Although I don't think they were used full time. Here's a picture of St. Patrick, who in the 6th century or so lit his paschal fire on another nearby mound and came over here to preach the gospel to the king. His name is Padraig. Probably can't see that, but that's Patrick in Gaelic. River Boyne in the Boyne Valley, just east of, west of Drogheda. We are on our way to New Grange burial site. This is New Grange Monument. It's a big tomb. Also,
2 to 4000 BC.
Can they say 5?
Oh, 5?
Well, 5,000 years ago. In the Boyne Valley, it was a really great agricultural area.
By 500 years, and Stonehenge, England by 1,000 years. Now, Newgrange is a passage grave, which simply means a passageway leading into a burial chamber covered over by a mound of stones and cairns. Okay. Now we're lucky enough here in the Boyne Valley to have a total All right, originally here.
We're not exactly sure what this is, but it's standing outside next to New Grange. Might have been some kind of a, well, maybe people sat there. We're not sure. Here's the backside of New Grange.
So they even have they can write us.
Right, yeah.
So if there's something that comes up, we can find out.
What age is Patrick's mom?
What?
What age?
She's 77?
79.
79. And she has Alzheimer's late stage.
Oh, gosh.
Yes.
There we are. How about that?
Oh, there.
Only I am not looking too good in that now. I am not good.
Not bad.
That's my family.
Buzzing with
Oh,
excitement.
this is the anniversary.
On the 60th wedding anniversary.
Oh, you're in the newspaper.
Oh, we're in the newspaper.
Her mother and father.
It should be. 60 years.
This very popular couple.
Uh-huh.
Oh. It's cute. It's so well written. It's so cute.
Oh, they have that's a big page of it. Although they're this is them here. You see, that's another page.
You could go.
Oh, I see that.
Get
Yes.
it laminated. Though.
Oh, I know. I'll get the photographs.
This is in Armagh. We just left the B&B Sunday morning. And this is the Anglican, the Catholic St. Patrick's Church. Rather unbelievably gorgeous. And we're off to see it.
I think we're just in time for that. I don't know if we should pull off. So we're going to our next one. Yeah.
About the bells are ringing because
Armagh is a very cute, non-touristy town. Mass is starting, we think.
That must be the other one. Square tower is the one.
And way over there is the other Anglican
You get dizzy if you look straight up to
Catholic of St.
the
Patrick's
clouds
Church.
are moving against the fire.
Both churches are the seat of the national churches for both the Catholic and Anglican Church in both Ireland and Northern Ireland. Interesting wires on the fence. Discouraged jumping over. Church.
Presbyterian.
Boy, near this spot on the north side of the church, was the lady that bought it. This guy is the only real king of Ireland for a very short period of time.
And he got killed.
I think he was in charge for a couple of weeks, something like that.
Certainly much less on me. Even though it's beautiful. That's right.
Yeah.
Now what's the single spire over there? So it's not real big,
Now coming into Belfast.
not humongous.
Different street.
Falls Road.
yeah, what are we on? Maybe closer. It's right on
I am.
Those look like tourists. It's Indians. Go around.
Yeah.
drive slow.
Indian. Is it Indian that you saw out there?
Thought I did.
Huh?
I'm gonna hurry up over here and
Still get another runoff shot.
I'm in the trees at this point.
Well, as you break out of the trees, past this light,
Well, I can't.
in a few seconds here. Keep now.
That is the shipbuilding yard.
What do you think?
Oh, look at that green.
Look at that building.
Okay, it's all
Freedom
the
Corner.
graffiti to go with the war that
You may see some more.
is settled. There's some more of the walls that are decorated in the city with.
Here's one in there too.
Yes.
This is Stormont. I think built in the 1920s by the British as the Northern Ireland Parliament. Quite remarkable. It's 1 mile from here.
It was to show support for the 6 counties left.
Right. Well, support for them and also show continued British dominance, I would guess.
Right.
And this is called Prince of Wales Gate. This is on the eastern outskirts of Belfast. Very, very pretty. Here we are at Mount Stewart, southeast of Belfast. Mount Stewart Gardens, I should say. Having lunch.
My napkin. I'm going to stand up, Patrick, so the bench is going to move.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have to. It blew back onto your shoe.
Look how big it is.
Sorry.
And this is the Mount Stewart house. We were going to go on a house tour, but it takes almost an hour. We decided not to. The symbol of Ireland, a harp. And a hand. Something else. Something you don't see too often. Blue poppies.
Like, oh, look at this one. Because it hasn't, it's purple. It's got purple on the outside. A red squirrel. I think I've heard of that in English.
Yeah, he's kind of a gold auburn color. There's an archer.
Stay there.
I'm pretty sure this is a coastal redwood,
Stay there.
a harp, and a deer. And some kind of creature. We're not sure what. And another creature. And finally, we're coming to the dodo section. So there's dodo birds there, and I guess that's Noah's Ark. Take a quick view here of all the plants. Oh, there's a frog. There is a frog underneath.
I think that is Noah's. I think it is.
Oh, look at this.
You think somebody did that? A little kid did that? I was thinking they fell from up there.
Sure what that one is. This must be what dinosaurs they thought they looked like in 1931. That's when that was made. We don't know what that is. Maybe a pig.
Oh, it's the mermaid of mare.
Oh.
Mahi?
Maid.
Mahi.
There's a monkey getting on the back of a donkey? We don't know. Scotch brew, maybe. Yeah. Monkey puzzle tree. Eucalyptus? Well, right there.
A coastal drive in Northern Ireland. That's the Irish Sea.
Well, we know we won't see Iona Island.
And the further out there
North
is
Channel,
Scotland.
the Irish Sea.
Because Columbine, Columcille wasn't able to see his homeland from the island.
Unique arch. Right next to the sea. Here's Picnic Sheep is where they're blue. Valley Castle.
It's a ruin, look at it.
Right next to the golf course.
Bridge we're driving into.
Correct, a red rope bridge. Way over there is Scotland. Way over there. I think this island is a part of Ireland. We're at the Correc Red rope bridge just east of the giant causeway. Let's see how scary it is. There it is. These are brave women. That's way down there. You betcha. Oh, you bet. This is where they have a salmon netting system that they've had for over 350 years. And back we go, across the road bridge. Hopefully.
Oh, he's taking a picture. Hey, Dan, they were teaching you guys about this.
This is how old the bridge is. It goes back a long time. There's limestone right out there. Used to pave the streets of Glasgow, it said. Now we are on our way to see the Giant's Causeway. This is an interesting rock formation.
There's some more visible. Oh, you got
Checking out flowers.
They are really cool.
This is looking pretty much north.
I don't know. It doesn't. And Pat, I bet Dan never bought a gift for you. That didn't work out, so.
Good job. These look so much like a castle from out at sea that the Spanish Armada in the 16th century shot at it, thinking it was a castle. There's Linda and Pat. Shows how big everything is. all look like hand-laid steps, but they're not. Dan Helen. This is supposed to be the biggest, oldest, etc. historic distillery ever in the history of Ireland.
Of the world.
They don't call it old Bushmills for nothing. This is Dunluce Castle. Right on the sea. In Northern Ireland. I like the flowers.
Can get it at the next place.
Well, this B&B was just gorgeous. It's outside Derry on a farm. There's our room right up there. It's very cute. The house is about 100 years old. Really quite luxurious, all in all. I think this is our nicest place so far. Very windy, but not too cold, and hopefully not too wet today. We'll see. The smell of sheep is always nearby, or so it seems. There's a good monkey mussel tree. As it gets windier and windier. The very western end of Northern Ireland, northwestern, and there's the city wall. Very historic. There's the town green right there. And that looks like it's going to be a church. Probably the main cathedral. This is a neat old city. The wall was built in 1613. And here's the St. Columba's Cathedral. This cathedral was built in 1628, 1,000 years after St. Columba. Here we are on top of the wall at one of the gates. That is a major cemetery way over there. They talked about the siege of 16 something. When King James tried to regain his throne from England, he was going through Ireland to do it. Didn't work. William of Orange came and got him. But there was a siege here for 105 days. He tried to starve him out. why there are fences around these towers. We think they might be modern day to protect them from stones being thrown at them as part of the so-called troubles. Old cannon and surveillance cameras all along that tower. It's talking about the siege and how strong the city was and protecting themselves from King James' army. That's what this monument's all about. Obviously some people aren't too impressed. There's a nice section of the
really pretty. I'll hold this so you can film.
Okay. Oh, whatever.
Oh my.
That's so
Cool. Well, while we're waiting in line, Patrick, you want to eat your...
No, thank you. I'm full. Here we are at the border, leaving Derry, going west towards Letterkenny, and into County Donegal.
Everybody got their passports ready?
Do we really have to?
Well, you might.
It's a possible.
Achtung, attention.
Seamless coming in.
Well, there was a border check going out as we were. That little there's a couple policemen in that barricade thing that we went to.
Oh, they're looking in. He's looking in boots.
Well, he's going to be real excited if he sees how crowded it is.
Oh. Baby.
This is supposedly the birthplace of St. Columcille, or St. Columba. 521 to 597. That's where he was born, supposedly. Near Loch or Lake Gartan. Yeah, maybe the stone circles. That's where she gave birth, I think.
Anybody want to stand at the foot of it? The cross?
The king of Tara.
Well, we all should. A little dog here was chasing these sheep. Border collie. So they're kind of on the move. Don't see him though. Here we are at Glenvie
That's an odd color.
Castle and Garden. Appears to be raining quite a bit. It's inside the national park and the greenhouse of the castle. A little bit of the castle.
What is it? Irish sense of orderliness? I don't know. Maybe they
Look at
lift
these
it up
lupins.
after a while. Put it on a thing.
So pretty.
You know, like when it starts blooming, then they can pull it from the bottom to hold it up. Great.
Poppy Row. Cool. Well, we're just north of Sligo, heading south, and we're at a little church, St. Columba's, in Drumcliff, and this is where Yeats and his wife are buried. Ooh, sorry.
I'm so excited. Neat metal.
Another beautiful scene here, hill overlooking Drumcliff. Stand over there taking a picture. St. Columba founded this church here, and this cross is what's left, which means it was put here around 6th century or so. It's an old guy, and that remain over there, castle remain, is what's left also. That's it. This is Patrick Mountain, where Pat went to the top to meditate and fast for 40 days. As we're just leaving Westport. Connemara, western edge of Ireland. We don't know what these are, but maybe oyster beds? There's the peat. In piles drying. Anybody's walking, there's a trail all the way up there. There's Linda and Tricia. This is the Kylemore Abbey in Carnarvon. We think that's the castle down there. And then down there is the abbey. Can't quite see it. I think that's the abbey.
Then we have water.
Well, here we are in downtown Letterfrack. That's about all we see.
There is one faith, one hope, and one baptism, one God and Father of all. There is one.
Clifton. The D.
Clifton. Poor sheep. This bus hit it.
Sheep liver. These will let this move.
There's an island out here.
That.
Has a house on it. Unrolling the window scared him. Oh, he's got a hurt leg.
Well, here we are at the port west of Galway, heading for the Aran Islands and the little town of Inishmore. We're going to spend the night. Not a whole lot to see here. starting to see a lot more Gaelic being spoken here. The second boat down, I think, is our boat. It's about a half an hour cruise. And Linda and Pat over there sitting. He's sunning himself particularly.
He's probably cold. He may be cold. The little girl in the last aisle, she's sitting in the lap of the lady at the end. The girl in the first aisle here, the first whole aisle that goes across the stairs. She's really going to be a beautiful dancer when she grows up. She's sitting in the lap, so we're watching and she already has just the right features.
Where the dock was. This is Inishmore Island. That's one of the main ways to travel around here with bicycles. Buses.
Hello. Okay.
And here we are on Inishmore. Free-range chickens. We're in downtown Kilronan, right?
Yep. Kilronan. Wow.
Should say down village, not downtown. A foot and mouth disease notice for this little heritage site. It looks historic. On to our B&B. That's our rooms upstairs there.
Upstairs there in the green trim.
In the green trim. And that's her house there. Our B&B lady. Cute little place. It's hard to say. It's doing a lot of talking in this vacant building. Linda and I are going to the Spar for dinner, and Dan and Pat were going to a pub. And then we're going to hear Irish music and dancing.
For 1 hour.